Hello and welcome to Awkward Author. My name is Alyssa Grasso and this is my weekly vlog and podcast about my wonderfully awkward author life. Once again this week I'm coming to you from my very messy office. I apologize, but you know what they say, like a messy office or a messy desk is a sure sign of genius, right? I'm gonna go with that. It's also a sure sign that I've been very extremely busy lately, and that is very much the case. I wasn't even sure if I was going to have time to make this video today. There's a lot I had on my agenda and still have on my agenda, but I'm squeezing in making this before I, have to begin my next task. So what I was doing this morning was actually finishing up my I don't know what round of edits on my novella that I'm going to be putting out, my thriller novella, which is called In the Bag. So I was working on that, getting that done this morning, and the reason I wanted to get that done is I did end up hiring a copy editor who's going to be working on both my novel and my novella. So that's my thriller novel, Girl Most Likely to Succeed, and also the novella, which I'm calling In the Bag. And I'm going to basically be releasing them concurrently. I don't know if it'll be the exact same day, but I do want to use the novella to try out some different marketing things to promote the novel. That's my plan there. So I need to get them done and need to get them both ready to go. And I'd like to have them published both by like the middle of October, which is not that far away. I mean, I know that's almost like 2 months away right now as I'm making this in August, but in terms of, getting stuff done, that really isn't that far away. So I'm kind of under a crunch to get stuff done. And of course, the editor needs time to work and all that too. I have already started getting feedback from my advance team. So thank you for that. Those of you who've already sent me some stuff, you are awesome. I am so grateful to you because that has helped a huge amount in shaping this novel up. That's what went out to the advance team, the Girl Most Likely to Succeed. So I've been working on that. I've been working on the novella. I've been working on a lot of things, but I wanted to get all that done so I could get that to the copy editor. And I ended up hiring a copy editor through Reedsy. I have worked with a copy editor from Reedsy, not the same one, before, and so I was happy with the results. I'm not getting paid any money, by the way, from Reedsy to promote their services, but if you are looking for professionals to work on your book, they have, developmental editors, copy editors, proofreaders, cover designers, I'm not sure what else, different book professionals. And a lot of them are people who, they're freelancers. They're on the site as freelancers, but a lot of them are freelancers, like moonlighting freelancing, because they do work full-time for different, big publishers and stuff. So these are, definite professionals. And like I said, I was happy with my results last time. How it works on Reedsy is you can kind of put in what the project is that you have, like the genre and reading level, all that kind of stuff. And it'll spit back, results of editors or, whatever professionals that work on those sorts of projects. So it's pretty easy to find someone that, is kind of is going to fit what you're looking for, basically. And if you've ever done any sort of work trying to find, copy editors and stuff, you could search Google, you could do that, and a lot of editors have their own pages and stuff, and you might be able to get better rates, because Reedsy does take a fee, for providing this service, but it's going to take you a lot of time to find a professional, and I did contact a few, that were, outside of Reedsy, just looking at some different people who had done work on books that I felt were similar and might work for, my book. One of the problems is because I do have a pretty short turnaround time for this particular project. So, that does make things difficult. Some of these editors are booked up like way, way far in advance, because they're good, and that happens. So, maybe editors who are available aren't the best editors, but I've looked at the stuff they've done, and a lot of times you can provide a sample and they'll give you like sample feedback on it, so you get a pretty good feel for what's going to happen. If you recall, months ago now, weeks ago. I don't know what it was. It was earlier this summer. I had said I was looking into, getting a copy editor for Girl Most Likely to Succeed. And I did go through Reedsy, and I think I didn't maybe query as many editors as I did this time around. You can do up to 5 at a time. I think I've only done 3 or 2 because I really narrowed it down to those who I thought would be the best fit for it. And I did get feedback from an editor. She gave me sample edits, and I was not feeling it. The edits were this isn't really what I'm looking for. She did work on it, but it was it changed the tone and feel of, it's hard to edit a chapter in the middle of a book, which is what she was doing, but still, it just didn't work for me. It wasn't what I was looking for. And so I'd kind of been turned off, working with a copy editor after that experience, because I'm going to pay someone and, I'm not going to get what I'm looking for. And so I was going to have my boyfriend, who is actually really a detail-oriented person who's really good at providing feedback on stuff. I was going to have him do it, but it's a little bit too much for him to take on right now. So, he actually gave me some great feedback on the first, the first chapter. It's kind of almost it's not a preface, but sort of like that. So he gave me some excellent feedback on that, and so I was able to revise that, and it'd be great to have him working through the whole book like that, but he just can't. He just can't right now. So, I ended up, deciding, okay, I'm going to go with the copy editor. I'm going to find one who's good, and so it was tough. I had narrowed it down basically to 2 copy editors on Reedsy that were able to, meet my deadline, do, the work that I wanted to do. I think I had samples from both of them. I definitely had samples from the one. And who could do the 2 projects and within my time frame, and both of these editors could, and really it was just a tough decision between the 2 because it could have gone either way, really. I went with the one I thought was maybe a little bit better of a fit, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I have just now, really minutes ago, uploaded my files to Reedsy. I accepted her offer, uploaded my files, so all of that is done. And that's kind of a weight off of me right now, because it's okay, the editing stuff it's all in process right now. It's I still got a lot of work ahead of me because I'm going to get, feedbacks back, and I'm going to have to go through all this stuff and make all these changes. And I still have a lot of work ahead of me, but right now at this very second, I can breathe. And that's good. And so I can focus on some other things. And there are a lot of other things I need to focus to get not 1, but 2 books out in a very short amount of time, not too far away. Well, one of the big things is the cover. So all the advice out there, I know, says to use a professional to design your book cover, and I do agree with that, and especially if you don't have any graphic design experience or very limited graphic design experience, I would definitely work with a professional, and somebody is weed whacking outside. It's probably going to come get picked up on the microphone. But anyway, yes, it's an expense, but it's definitely a worth it expense to have a professionally designed book cover. Now, I wouldn't say I work as a professional graphic designer. Well, in some sense I do, because I do get paid for some of the work I do, but I'm not a professional book cover designer. How's that? And so it's a little bit not in my wheelhouse, but at the same time, I have, some skills, I think. I mean, I may not be, I don't think Random House is going to be hiring me to design book covers, but I have a pretty good feel for how to design a cover and how to work with different elements and stuff like that. So I've been working on the design for the Girl Most Likely to Succeed cover. Now, my idea is that I want to create, I have a pretty good idea for what I want to do for this cover, but I also kind of want to use it basically as a template for, the novella, and then I do have some other thrillers that I plan on writing and publishing in the future. So I kind of want them all to have the same feel. Even though they're not a series, even though they're different standalone books, I do want them to kind of look, matching to an extent. They're going to be different, but also have some elements that are in common, so you can kind of see that they're all alike, I guess. Oh, there goes the weed whacking again. Anyway, Hopefully that doesn't get picked up by the microphone, but it might. I do apologize, guys. So I have been working for some time on this cover. Definitely, I mean, I guess you could save money by designing your own cover, but you're not going to save much time because you're going to have to spend a lot of time to create a cover. And, you know, I have the basic design done, and now it's just a matter of like tweaking things and getting it right. And my boyfriend has been helping a lot with that. And I mean, when I say like tweaking, like it's such little things right now, like, you know, getting the transparency just right on, you know, certain letters, or, you know, like there's some elements that kind of overlap the letters, and, you know, it's like just going in there fine tune and like erasing like a few things so it's not like totally covering the letter. I mean, just really, you know, very, very much like detail stuff at this point. And just deciding to, even on like the cover or the color for the text in my name, and we've made through, you know, gone through a few different versions. So there's like so many versions of this cover right now on my computer, because at some point I'm going to get it right, but we have to keep trying different things to see what looks the best. So anyway, we're getting close to getting a finished cover. And there are some things like I'm undecided about. Like I mean, my boyfriend and I have been, he's been giving me feedback on it. So, the text, you know, that is the title, Girl Most Likely to Succeed, is kind of a long title. So I have it two different ways. I have it one way where it's all the same color, and I have another way where it's sort of like a gradient fill. So it's a little bit lighter at the top and a little bit darker at the bottom. And, you know, I'm going back and forth with which I like better. He definitely likes the gradient fill more. So I will see. And I might have to like put that out there, maybe, you know, on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, just to get feedback from other people too. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, because I'm undecided about it. And whatever I use, that's what I'm going to use for the next, you know, next few thriller books that I put out. So, I do want to get it right. And that's something I'm working on. So, yeah, that's kind of been consuming my time, is getting that cover done and getting those edits done. And so the edits are done. I can focus more on the cover, and then focus also on, you know, getting some marketing stuff done. Once the cover is done, I can, you know, order proof copies, which I'll want to see for how it comes out in print. And I'll also be getting like pre-order pages up, which is not something I've really done before. I didn't do that when I put out Unnamed Roads, just because I didn't. But I do want to do this time around. Now, I've heard like feedback where it's like not really to your advantage to put up a pre-order on Amazon, but it is to your advantage on other sites, just the way things work. I'm probably going to, across the board, put the pre-order thing up there. The nice thing about that is that then I know that like everything's set up, and so on launch day, like I don't really have to do anything. Like it's all ready to go. So that, I do like that aspect of it. Now you can also do things maybe just a few days before the launch, and, you know, quietly launch it before you make the big fanfare. And that was a big giant truck going by. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so that is my plan. And so yeah, working on the cover, working on some marketing stuff, figuring out some marketing stuff, and getting those pre-order things up are really the next steps that I need to take for these books. And so that is what I'm going to be doing during the month of September. It is like so noisy outside today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for all the distractions. I do not live in a quiet apartment. I have to say that. So I'm good at tuning out the distractions when I have to write. So I've become good at it. How's that? I've had to. I have no choice. Anyway, that is what is going on right now as far as book stuff. I keep saying, well, I've fallen off the marketing wagon as far as my books that are currently out, and that is very true. I mean, I'm selling books here and there, but have not been aggressively or really at all doing any marketing, and so I do have to get back to that. And maybe once I start focusing on the marketing, you know, my plans for marketing, this thriller and the novella that I'm putting out at the same time, I might also also work on marketing for the stuff that I do have out there already. And I have to really work at making that more a part of my routine. Like my schedule is marketing, because I've gotten good about like making writing part of my routine. I've gotten good about, other work that I do, making that part of my routine. I don't have marketing really as a part of my routine right now, so it's not getting done. That's the issue I'm running into with that. So that's something I have to really figure out. I don't know. It's a little tough to make that, like, it's easy with writing. Like, you can say, like, okay, I'm going to write 1,000 words today, or whatever your goal is, right? And you can do that. Like marketing, it's not easy to quantify that, I think. So that is the issue I run into. So I got to figure out a way, like, maybe it's just going to be like, okay, today I'm going to spend 1 hour on marketing or something like that. So that's what's going on in my life. My author life, and it has been crazy. It has been busy. I feel like such a relief though, getting those 2 projects off to the copy editor. It kind of clears that off my desk, and so this way I can kind of focus on the other steps that I need to take to get those books ready for publication. And that is coming up quick, guys. It's gonna be September will be another hectic month, but at least I feel like I'm moving forward, and I'm taking the steps I need to take, and so it's going to get done. Everything's going to get done. And so I'm kind of relieved about that. And I'll keep you posted. So I hope you guys are doing well too, with all your projects, whatever you're working on. Hopefully you're not quite as hectic and frazzled as I feel right now. But I do hope you are getting stuff done, enjoying what you're doing, having success in whatever it is that you do. And I will catch up with you again next week. I'll let you know what progress I have made. I'm not sure where I will be when I talk to you in another week. I mean, I'll be here, but I don't know where I'll be in terms of what I've gotten done, because I feel like, I cleared such a big hurdle there. Like, I'm not entirely sure what I need to focus on next. Like, is it the covers? Is it going to be marketing? I will see. But I will let you know when I talk to you next week, guys. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you want to know more about me, you can check out my website, alissagrosso.com. That's ALISSAGROSSO.com. You can get a free copy of my first novel, Popular, there. And yeah, I will see you next week. Keep it awkward, guys.